Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Adventures in Rokugan. The Adventures in Rokugan is a 5th edition rule set created by Age Studios. Nothing to do with the later editions, which was completely different in rules. And the moment when the Adventures in Rokugan was released, I believe it was last year, so I decided to actually run it for my fellow players that have actually just completed a different campaign recently. So now, as we go into episode 1, we are going to be starting in the era where the Days of Thunder just ended within the year 998, where 2 years later, in the year 1000 Imperial Calendar, the daimyos decided to actually give the right to the many peoples they want to create their minor clans. But in order for them to create their minor clans, they need to prove themselves to the daimyos that they can do it. So we have a number of players today, which few are from the Dragon Clan, and few which is from Crane and perhaps Crab. So now I want the players to actually introduce themselves. So I'm going to be going from left to right. Left to right as per the Naga, and all the way to the other Naga to the right. So the first Naga that need to introduce themselves would be Asho Togashi. So Asho Togashi, can you give a brief introduction for yourself and also your character?
Hey, I'm Black Wolf, and my character is Taragashi. Oh, Asher Taragashi. Um, that's all I got so far because I forgot rest of my thing for my character.
All right. Okay. Then next we got Kuronai.
Hello everybody. I'm Aizen, and my character's name is Kuranai Uesugi, and she is from a small minor shinobi family that serves a minor dragon lord, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And next would be Zila Carissa.
Hello, I'm Blaze, and my character is Cinema and I'm a duelist from the Dragon Clan of the uh, Mirumoto uh, clan family, and I am very happy to be a part of this adventure with everyone else.
Okay, thanks for that. And next we have Doji Kabuki.
Konnichiwa. Tessa Matthew Tomusu. See, I've done my research. My name is Matthew, and I will be playing Doji Kabuki, who is a Komori courtier, originally of the Crane clan, but seems to have offended them in some way, and wishes to find out why, so he can make amends.
Right, thanks for that. And lastly, we have Gilgon.
Alright, Gilgon is a traveling shadow archer who prefers peace over war.
Right, and thanks for that. Yeah, as the story begins, we will be also use the Pathfinder 2nd edition rule, which is Kingmaker 2nd edition. As the players actually slowly learn about their characters, then next they will slowly learn how to build a kingdom, slowly from a village up to the city. So the timeline will move. And once the timeline move up to the current clan wars, and once the clan wars begin, canon will no longer exist after that. Canon could even change now, even from the year 1000 up to the clan wars ahead. So we'll all be having fun, and I hope you all be having fun listening to us and watching the game unfold. All right, now let's actually begin. 2 years after the events, the Days of Thunder, the champion was actually chosen. But within the top of the mountains of the Dragon Clans itself, within the Mirumoto's family, Daimyo known as Mirumoto Sanzu. Mirumoto Sanzu is more to the son of Mirumoto Januko. Mirumoto Januko, who was the daimyo, he was actually saved by Agasha Kitsuki. They had an attempt on his life. Agashi Kitsuki during the time sworn to actually make sure that the daimyo's family was safe up to the point of now. And then the Kitsuki family looking into the safety of the Mirumoto. You, the others, and also for Kuronai. Kuronai, you always been there. You always like learn under the family. As a young girl, you learn to be a shinobi. But other than that, you kept your identities hidden. You were always there perhaps as a woman that actually takes care of the daimyo. And Mirumoto Sanzan does not know much about your deep family history, but he do know that you're one of his most trusted spies when it comes to information gathering. But Zilla Carissa, you have been trained in the arts of the blade, the two-sword style by the Mirumoto family. You yourself has always been training, but it's not because that you saw your fealty to Mirumoto. It's the fact that as a kitsune, you swore to a young woman on her death that you would protect the family with your own. And upon her death, you took the form roughly of her own appearance, and to ensure that the Mirumoto family will always be looking to. But Doji Kabuki, you have been left out of the Crane family itself. You were chased out due to unknown reasons. There was people talking that whispered within the walls that said that you were chased out due to a certain conflict. You said something wrong. And then that ensured there was a small civil war between the lion and the crane. You were there to actually speak out towards the lion clan, but you just said something wrong that actually put the lion clan at quite an unpleasant dissatisfaction towards the crane and yourself. But after that, the crane, being unhappy with what you have done, chased you out when there was nowhere else for you to go. But Miromoto Sanzan brought you in. And then, from there, you swore to him. But you also want to figure out how, why the crane actually left you. But Miromoto's Sanzan, sitting on his chair, looking at yourself, Doji, at Zilla Carissa, and also at Kuronai. One particular person that traveled far with you, a person that actually trained you when you were discovered and to become who you were, Doji Kabuki. And when he speaks out, he just like said, Doji-sama. You notice that Toda Morikuyo, he's a man that was also banished from the Green clan himself. But he ensured that he needs to actually follow you to ensure that you would work your way up and one day make peace with the Green clan. And then Toda Monikuyo then said, Doji, for now, you will become the courtier to Lord Sanzan. But for now, I will stay here in case that you need guidance or need words of wisdom. Then I will speak back to you when needed. Then Lord Sanzan then got up. There are certain things that I want to say, but there are many things that I have not think of properly. There are people that needs our guidance, but we are just merely looking through the eyes of the mountains and looking into the different clans. And the different clans will need to be, well, they will need to be actually look into and ensure that they do not cause any misfortune to our Lord Emperor. But there are still people out there that refuse to actually listen to even the words of the others, and also the words of many. But I have also got some reports from the many farmers down south in the mountains. Doji Kabuki, I want you to speak to the farmers and ask them if there's anything that they need. It's going to be a long travel, but there is something else that bothers me. Gurunai, you said that you saw some shrines in the distance that bear the resemblance of tombs of some sort of ancient Nagas.
She basically.
Your
Oh, okay.
your scouting was, of course, fruitful. What did you find?
My lord,
During this time, Kurunai, he actually sent you out. You actually scouted the village down south. You look at his normal farmers. They're mostly just fishing near the nearby rivers. But in the distance, you can see other burnt down farmhouse caused by the bandits. And then the bandits actually escaped, but nothing much he could do. He can't send an army down, but he could send somebody like yourself or even Doji to speak to these bandit leaders to see if there's some compromise that could be done. If there's none, then you would need to do what you need to do, Kurunai, and that is to bring Zila Karisa and also Doji to ensure that there's no unrest within the bandits.
She basically
But
her hand crossed above her face, telling him in a respectful manner, "My lord, I've scouted the village down south, and unfortunately, the villagers told me that the bandits have attacked the nearby village and razed it to the ground. The unrest in that area is a bit getting to a dangerous curve, my lord. Perhaps you should consider sending an army to quell the bandits."
an army will take too much resources, Kurunai. Besides, I would ask the wise Doji. Doji, do you believe and think that what Kurunai has spoken, that we should risk our resources to send an army down against the bandits? Or should we discuss this with the farmers first and then the bandits themselves? Okay, roll for insight, Doji, of what Kurunai said. Okay, this is going to be a bit of PvP, so it's Kurunai's persuasion versus your insight, Doji.
Okay, persuasion. Here we go.
Oh, come the heck on.
Oh,
Okay, you heard what Kurunai actually said, and then you actually agreed with her though. But this is also another PvP between Zila Carissa versus the 17, DC 17. Okay, Zila Carissa, you can roll for insight. Okay. Zila, you actually listened to Kurunai. I mean, for For a court, okay, Kuruna, you're one of the courts.
Courtier to be exactly.
Yeah, courtier. Yeah,
Yep.
courtier in disguise. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Zila Carissa, you listen to the courtier, other than just Doji. The Doji, you listen to Kurunai's advice, and then you look at the emperor. The emperor actually just asks you, "What do you think, Doji? Send a military and use our resources for that, or should we send, or should you all go down and discuss the situation first with the farmers and the bandits?"
Well, Miromoto Dono, I can definitely see the logistics of an army working in our favor. However, I would prefer to avoid any sort of armed conflict by any means necessary. If there is any way we can discuss this with the farmers, then please do.
You see Mirumoto Sanzu putting his hand on his chin, stroking his short little beard, and then you roll for your persuasion, Doji.
Oh, of course, I roll my persuasion. I should be good at this.
All right. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Kuruna, you heard what Doji said. You can actually go against her by going against Doji by rolling your insight versus a DC 20.
Okay, I'll just roll insight, just so.
If you want to actually go against what Doji just said.
Oh no! On second thought, no. I don't want to like draw too much attention to her because she gave. Because for Kuranai, she basically gave her point of view, which is bandits just send a military
and
squad.
also as a courtier, it's very rude for you to stand behind a bush to talk to Sanzan.
Yeah. My bad. Because I was standing on the same level as Zila. That's why. So
You should be here next to Doji because you're also a courtier.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm just gonna let him say his point of view because for Kuranai, she gave her suggestion. Bandit raising a village, just send the military to quell the bandits' activity. That's it. End of you don't have to negotiate.
All right. Sanzan, listening to what you just said, Doji, and but there are also others that I actually want to bring up. There is an ancient shrine that was built up hundreds of years ago that was disturbed by the bandits. One of the people actually told me that the shrine was not put up and now have been desecrated by these people. I could not send others to down, but could you, Kurunai, bring Doji and Zila to investigate the shrine? Then, from there, seek out the farmers, the villagers, to see if they could reenact another shrine to actually establish and build up another one. It will actually take their expertise to build up the shrine again.
With absolute haste, my lord. As soon as you allow it, we'll move on immediately.
All right. Zila, Carissa, you're just leaning back on the table. Most likely maybe chewing on some straws or something that you pick from the farm. When you look, where you're holding your two blades, resting your arm on the two blades at the side. Then you look at the courtier, Kurunai and Doji. They're going down to the village. But what do you have to say?
I'll have her agree with the doji and have would be best to enact use peaceful enactments first, and if it does get out of hand, I'll have to resort to violence as a last resort with the bandits.
All right. Then Miromoto Sanzan looks to you, Zila. Then he said, Zila, you shall follow the two courtiers, Doji and Kurunai, towards the village. Ensure that their travel will be a safe one.
Hi, Mirumoto.
All right. Now, the three of you can leave and bring back the report to me within days, if anything. If I do not see of your return, I will send others to look for you. Others such as your new character should you TPK on your journey down south.
Aye.
Okay. Alright. Then you all actually went to your respected rooms. Then you prepared yourself. It's a light journey. It's not going to take weeks. It's gonna take days. But as you journey like down south, down from the top of the mountains itself and heading down towards the village, you reach the canyon itself, leading towards the bridge. As you walk, the three of you then think about the village that you're actually heading to and its people. But as you're actually walking and walking, okay, do you guys walk at a normal six square, which is just 30 feet? Do you walk up slowly, like sneakily, like 15 feet, or running?
I will I will be walking at a regular pace of 1 square every. Oh, what was it? No, 1 square per 1 square a second, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Same. I'll basically just walk at a regular pace, but while making sure that I keep my eye on the road and everything around me.
All right.
and I'll do the same. Just walk.
Okay, you do the same.
I have no control of my token for some reason.
Okay, let me check. Oh, yes, can be. I drag your character directly from the sheet. Oh, I think I know why. Because no permission. Doji Kabuki. Okay, wait for a while. Don't move your character because I need to give this access to your character sheet. All right. Okay. Moving slowly up to 30 feet, you can still roll for your perception, meaning that you're still actively looking around, top of the cliff itself, on top of the bushes, on top of the trees, to see if there's anything.
I'll roll for
Hiding.
perception since I moved.
I'll be rolling perception as well.
Ooh.
I'm not really a noticing sort, it seems.
Okay. You look around, thinking. You look up. Of course, you can feel the wind and feel the breeze. But other than that, there's nothing much that you could actually feel. Okay. Move up again and roll again.
Okay. Just get back.
As I was here, so I'm gonna go. Very narrow stretch of road here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
I'm going to say, be warned! Bandits like to patrol narrow roads.
As long as we're careful, nothing should, nothing that we cannot see should hinder our journey. And let me roll for my perception. Still nothing, is it?
Nope, nothing.
Yep. Okay. And I'm guessing... Yeah, we can continue moving. You just see her like casually moving and, like a regular court lady.
Yes.
So you're wearing your courtier uniform, right, as you walk down?
Yeah, but she's wearing her outfit, like her warrior outfit, underneath her courtier outfit, because the armor itself is the silk armor, which basically, by default, you can actually hide it. It's the 1 second. Yeah, it's a concealed armor, so she can wear it underneath her clothing. So she's like wearing her regular like courtier clothing. That's why, so I can do the whole anime thing, like grabbing my rope and just like flick it over, and you see like all the armor and everything.
Okay. All right.
I also wear silk armor.
Cool.
If I'm where is my here, yes, silk armor. But I have incorporated it into my clothing for freedom of
Mhm.
movement. After all, when every move you make is like a dance,
Mm-hmm.
then you will need to be flexible in your movement.
Yep. You
And
guys.
it is whenever Kabuki walks, it almost looks like he's dancing with every step.
Mm.
Yes, the kabuki. Right. Okay, but is Blaze? How about you?
Me, I'll pretty much be like kind of pretty much just walking kind of normally and just being carefree and trying to just being just kind of waiting to see if there's anything there. Yes.
Okay. You look around to see if there's anything there or if there's anybody hiding. But even with that perception, that high score perception, you don't see anything. Neither do Kuronai. But you're still far up on the mountains itself, like heading further down. Bandits will not be so bold in attacking around this bridge itself, even though it's been a day's of travel, like going down. But okay, then go ahead. Until you cross that bridge, then you tell me. Then you roll again.
I keep moving 30 feet, and yep, I'm basically here.
Yep, and I'm 4, 5, 6. I'm here.
Zila, you need to follow. We're already.
Yes.
Yeah, you are way behind. Unless you're in a bathroom break, then yeah.
That's why I'm asking Zila. It's like,
I'm
what is she doing?
yeah,
Because I was about to do something.
I'm trying. Yep.
Oh,
I had to.
let me roll for my
it was-
perception.
Yeah. Give me a.
Still nothing on my perception.
Nope.
Okay.
You look up, Joe. You look up. You look at the left. You look to the right. Yes, the grass is thick though. The cliff is high.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see anything.
I just moved here near the bridge, and she basically just turned around and waits for her two companions to like follow her suit.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
I'm going to walk up to the bridge. I'm not going to walk onto the bridge. I'm going to say, usually bridges only require one person, and then after that they tend to fall. So who wants to be the first?
I would say, under these normal conditions, a jumpman would check if the bridge is sturdy enough.
Oh, of course, check the bridge. Of course.
All right. You check the bridge. You look at the bridge. Try to analyze it. Okay, you can roll for insight though to look at the bridge. DC 10.
Sure. Rolling for insight on the bridge.
The bridge is
Oh,
sturdy
nice.
enough. It's built by master. It's like the craftsmanship, the ropes itself, the wood being used by the people of the Mirumoto family, and many more. Gachas make sure that everything's okay. Well, it's sturdy enough for even three of you to even walk. Heck, it would take an ogre to break the whole bridge down.
Rokugani
Okay.
craftsmanship for you.
I will say with the utmost confidence, I am perfectly certain that this bridge is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. In that case, Mr. Doji, would you please walk ahead of me?
Very well. And just call me Kabuki-kun.
Very well.
Okay, do Zila actually cross the bridge?
Blaze?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to make sure that it's maybe I had to go and re.
This bridge will take
Things
3
so
of
I can
us.
actually. I'll go into the. There. Is the. Let me. There. There's that.
What's the hold up on the bridge? You stopped halfway through.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you stopped halfway through and we're like,
What's the hold
Sorry, I
up?
thought we were still doing the 30 feet of movement thing.
What's the hold up? That's what Kurenai is like saying. No, because Doji is like dancing while crossing the bridge, like, oh, look at me. Look at me.
I was gonna say while thinking.
And Kurenai like push Doji down. Oops. I'm sorry, Doji. Okay.
Okay, so we are going to continue on then, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, right here, okay, roll for perceptions again.
Okay.
Okay. Rolling.
Then perception 23.
Poor court lady, she's highly perceptive.
Okay.
I guess if you're a court lady, you have to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. You need to pick up on the most subtle of hints and to know if your guest is either angry, annoyed, or downright bored.
Okay, what you noticed though, on top of the cliff itself, well, nothing special. But what you found on the tracks right in front of you, Kurunai, is wolf tracks. Not wolf tracks though. Sorry, not wolf track. Fox tracks.
Ooh!
Okay.
How fresh?
Kurunai, this is to you now. Okay, to how fresh? Roll for survival.
Okay, let me first go to the tracks themselves. And now for survival.
Okay. Alright, are you sure you're a courtier and not a ranger or something? It's like, okay, there's like 16. Yeah, the tracks are quite fresh. Apparently, they were here before, like before you crossed the bridge. They were nearby. It's actually heading further towards the east. But these foxes, well, they could be either noticing you and then ran off. But Zila, I want you to roll for your animal handling and survival with advantage. Both with advantage, okay?
That'll be 16. And 11.
Right. Then, okay, the tracks actually leads towards the east. But it could be telling or indicating and telling you something. Like, roll for insight, Zila.
$19 insight.
This tracks is many. Apparently, it's not made by one, but they're actually moving in single file. There's probably at least two foxes here, Zila. Two foxes that was here near the bridge, but they left straight to the forest towards the east. But you see no signs of messages or indication asking you to actually go and look for them. But you could actually check this out yourself if you want to. However, you may need to bring this up with Doji and Kurunai as part of roleplay.
Yes, Doji, Kurenai, yeah, there was more than one fox that went over east, and it looks like it was going somewhere else, but I have no idea where it went, where it's going.
Could it be migration season? After all, it's gonna get colder soon with the approaching of winter.
Oh, yes.
That could be one possibility, yes. Maybe migrating.
Okay. In this point in time, right, Doji and Kuronai don't know that you're a fox spirit. So there's no point for you to tell them that I'm a fox and these fox are telling me like, hey, we should head over there because they could be hiding something. Yeah, you could say that, but you know for a fact that this fox is actually leading you to a trail. But it's up to you, Zila, if you want to go or not.
Yeah, I
Yep.
want to just continue going on with everybody else, and just kind of keep that in my head that maybe that there'll be something else to go lead if this doesn't plan out. Maybe he'll be pointing us in another better direction to help us out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. You can tell that to the party, though. It's like, okay, let's just head south towards the shrine.
Let's head for the shrine. Let's go
Everybody?
ahead.
Very well.
Okay. You all actually head down towards the forest, further down south of the mountains itself, and heading towards the deep forest that leads towards the shrine. The moment you arrive, you saw the shrine on the floor itself. Then, not only do you see that in the distance, but your eyes actually caught a glimpse of few bandits that seems to be desecrating one of the shrines that's dedicated to the protectors of the forest. There's one here and one here. And then they're like, they scream out, hey, make sure you piss over that side. And you make sure you actually get some of this wood. I heard that this wood actually gives some sort of special kind of magic. The bandit actually speaks out. And then the bandits, they went over to the shrine and they started taking their axes and just chopping on the wood. Well, this one just pissing on this shrine, which is dedicated to his protectors. And then this one, and then pissing over this side. Like, apparently, Kurunai, they just disrespected the shrines of these protectors, the one that actually reside within this place for hundreds of years. They slept, and they slept for a very long time. You heard stories from your grandmother, from your grandmother's grandmother, and so on. And then to Doji and Zila. You can sense the spiritual energy from this part of the forest itself. And it is unwell due to these people, these bandits, that is desecrating it. But now, okay, you know this shrine, this history. Roll for history, all three of you.
Okay, rolling history. Oh,
21. 21,
5.
22, and a 5.
Okay, all right. Okay, Doji. Okay, Doji doesn't really know much about the history of this place, like he's maybe supposed to or meant to be, because he just actually arrived and be part of the dragon clan, and that's about it. But to you, Zila and Kuronai, you are the dragon clan, and whatever they did here is uncalled for, because this place is the shrine of the two Nagas that sleep here. for over 1,000 years. But the bandits saw the three of you arrive, and one of them actually walked over. He seems to be a larger man, larger than the others. He seems to be carrying some sort of really crude wooden shield, and then a really badly, like, shredded katana. That seemed to be taken from some sort of tomb or a dead samurai. You think to yourself. But now I'm gonna go from left to right. Okay, Kurunai. They have desecrated the shrine, and you know that they have done it.
Oh,
What do you want to do?
she like has this sharp, menacing look, akin to like that of a pure evil, but she's trying to hold her composure, and she only thing she basically says that 5 of them, 3 of us. One of us gonna have to take on 2 of them at the same time. Hopefully, we get to punish them for what they have done. Desecrating an ancient shrine like this is a crime punishable by death here in the Dragonlands. No mercy and no prisoners and no quarter will be given.
Right. Okay. Next would be Zila Karina. You heard what Kurunai said.
And yeah, she is, yeah, definitely agrees with this, and she is also pissed, and she's pretty much, going to be, at her, weapon, gripping on her weapon, very tightly, and you know, at, ready to, go and, kill these guys without hesitation, with, you know, and very, very pissed.
Well, and that leaves me to give my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yes, yes, it does.
Well, I'm going to merely say, well, surely there are more peaceful ways to settle this. At least let us disguise our motivation. I will tell you what. I will distract the bandits in fine conversation. You, meanwhile, sneak around them and flank them from the side.
Okay, that sounds like a good, good idea. So let's do that. Yeah. You left, I'll go right.
She just basically walks until she can reach this particular area, and I'll be rolling for my stealth.
And yeah, I'll be this
And I
over
rolled a 16 to hide. And while I'm
here.
in stealth, I just like quickly remove my stash and everything else and just put it nicely to the side, revealing my armor. I'm just gonna quickly run to the bathroom and I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I walked around that side, and I rolled a 19 for mine. So I'm pretty much going to be, uh, pulling. Gonna oh, have my bow. Yeah, pretty much have my bow at the ready. And when he, you know, has at their opportune time, will, strike.
Mm-hmm. Right. You two stealth up, and then move up to 15 feet and hiding. Okay. Okay, Zila, the moment you actually stealth next to one of this shrine near the rocks itself, roll for perception. You heard something from within the rock. It's the sound of like a purring sound, like or a purring, hissing, snoring sound, like the rock is sleeping.
I'm back.
Okay. Now I want you to roll for insight, Zila. High enough, you will know what it is. Low enough, you're gonna think that this rock is magical or cursed. Okay, you think the rock is cursed, and you refuse to do anything to it.
The rock is alive.
Yep. Okay. Right, Doji. Doji, if you don't do anything, I'm rolling perception on
No,
you only, so they're all gonna notice
I,
you.
I will. I will go up to these. I will go up to the to the bandits, and I will say in a very theatrical sort of way, "Konnichiwa, my fellow friends! What brings you to these parts of the woods?" I'm hoping that they'll at least attempt a civil conversation before they inevitably try and beat me to death.
All right. You need to roll for your persuasion.
Okay, then rolling for persuasion I will do. Let's see here. 18 for persuasion?
They stopped doing what they're doing. This man was like surprised, like, "Oh, who's that?" Then he turns to a walk. He said, "Hey, boss, I think there's one of those." Then after that, the bandit boss walks over and said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" He speaks out, this large man with his large wooden shield and his large, crude katana. "Ah,
Okay.
what's your makeup and your dragon clan kabuki?"
Okay. I will announce myself. Actually I will speak in or actually no, just regular Rokugani, and I will say, I am Kabuki of the Doji family. It was such a nice day I decided to go for a walk in the woods.
"Oh, a walk in the woods alone?" This man actually speaks out. Huh. Besides, if you're alone in the woods, that'd be good then. Then he walks over closer towards you, picking up his sword and then pointing at you. "So, are you lost?" He speaks out again. "Or are you here?" Well, he smiles again and said, "Are you here to actually, well, dance for us?"
If you're wishing for us, if do you want me to dance? I would say good at it. But if you wish for me to dance, then I shall dance for you.
Roll for your performance.
Okay. Dancing in a traditional kabuki theater style of dance. That's a 14 for dance. I'm a little bit clumsy, but that should be enough to satisfy them.
You did a simple dance, which is like a DC 10, because these bandits would not know the difference between an elaborate, elegant dance to a simple tapping dance. Like a simple one where, like on your first day of training, where it's a kabuki, like when your teacher first tell you, move here, move that. It's just like having a white belt in kabuki dance, and these bandits won't even know the difference. But you managed to actually please them, and they actually sat on the wood of the shrine itself, which they actually toppled down just to enjoy your simple dance. And they just sat there like, "Oh, interesting." While they were doing this, okay, Kuranai, to you, what do you do?
I will keep
Um,
moving slowly in the shadows with my stealth, so I'll move 15 feet, and I'll be rolling for another stealth. I'm assuming due to the thick jungle, I'll get advantage on my stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here is a Advantage. Ooh, nat 20.
All right. Okay, they won't be able to notice that. Okay, Zila, to you.
And I'll I'll move over. I'll move over over to here, and then I'll do the same with my stealth.
All right. Okay, roll for it. Okay, 19. Okay, they didn't notice. And then Doji keep on dancing and impressing them. Okay, roll for your performance, Doji.
Okay, rolling again. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. A 23.
And you
Now
dance.
I'm real. Now I feel like I'm in the groove of it, and I'm really getting into it.
Then they were like clapping their hand. Then they passing each other like simple sake. They just like drank it. But this sake is probably like simple sake that tastes like maybe a bit of water. Not enough to actually maybe make them drunk. But they're enjoying the dance. And that's it. They didn't do anything. Like, interesting. We have our own kabuki without paying for a kabuki. That's what they said. And now, Kurunai, to you.
Same thing. I'll continue moving within the shadows of the tree. 15 feet of movement, and then stealth with advantage. Ooh.
Again, okay, didn't notice. All right, Zila, your turn.
And I'll move again with my stealth. Move to about over here and do stealth again.
Okay, Nat.
Ooh.
Two nat 20s in a row. That's great.
Yes.
Gives me time to perform.
Yep. Okay, now Doji, your turn.
Okay. Out of curiosity, I would know this about Kurenai.
Yes.
I think I would know about would she understand the courtly Rokugani language?
She was raised in the court. She basically was raised in that court. So she understands like the whole courtly Rokugani as well as the etiquettes of the court itself.
Okay. Because I'm wondering, can I make an insight check on these bandits? I'm wondering if they seem the sort of people who would understand courtly Rokugani as a language.
All right, then roll for it. Roll for insight.
Okay.
As you're dancing, you're actually looking at the bandits. They're sitting down there, laughing as they see you dancing.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, roll for
rolling an insight check on them. That's a 20. Would they be able to?
They would not. They would not know. This peasants, these bandits. They were our peasants, but pick up arms and decided to actually go against the many clans because they just needed to actually rob the people or rob
Okay.
villages.
I'm going to, I guess, add a little bit of lyrics to what I'm dancing, and I will say, and I will say in a kind of a sing-song voice, Korenai, when I say let's dance, we dance. I assume she knows what I mean by this.
Definitely. She's just like getting into the optimal position behind the enemy.
Okay.
Because you don't know where she is. She is that good of yeah, she is that good in hiding. Like you still think that she is still behind you. Way where then.
Koronai blending in with the trees itself, even though she's not even wearing her shinobi outfit.
Okay.
Gurnai is a tree now.
Yes.
So yes, I will So I will. So I'm assuming she's still behind me. I don't know if she's gone, but I will say to her nonetheless, Kurenai, when I say let's dance, we dance. I assume she understands what euphemism I'm referring to here.
Well, she just need to roll insight against DC 5. If she get a natural 1, then sorry then.
Oh.
Alright. Okay. Kurunai understands your message, which is actually more like your hidden messages.
Okay.
You could even dance around, even when you're dancing, you can move up to 30 feet for each dance. So meaning that you can even be in between of these people.
Yes. I'm actually going to distract. I'm going to let their eyes wander for a minute by moving over here to dance for a bit. Unfortunately for this guy who now has to look past the really big guy. I assume he can.
Yes. He actually like going up and looking. He's actually standing up and looking at you dance, and they're all like clapping. And you're dancing and dancing. Okay. While waiting for the signal, though. Okay, Kuronai, to you. Now is your action.
Wait, let me just move first 15 feet and then rolling for stealth. Stealth is stealth.
Yeah, roll for stealth, for advantage.
Ooh.
Wow, what's for all? Okay, I do hope you get net later on against these people and not just a skill check. All right, the moment you arrive at this huge rock with that huge little rope tying around it, with all those pieces of paper that says protector, guardian of the forest, roll for your perception.
Okay, perception.
Okay, you have sworn that the moment you reach this stone, you felt vibration and you felt as if that is actually having some sort of hissing sound and more like a snoring hissing sound. It's like, and that's about it on this stone. Okay, now I want you to roll for your insight. Okay, DC 15 to know what it is.
Okay.
You fail, just like Zila just now. You
Yep,
don't know what's inside.
exactly, yeah.
You don't know what's inside the stone. You have to
Yeah,
be.
exactly.
It's a live rock.
Yeah. 'Cause
All right.
to
Okay,
her-
Zila, your turn.
To her, she'll interpret the ropes as, like the tree is sacred and the hissing noise is just nature and the birds and the animals around it. Like, that's her
Right.
interpretation.
Okay.
Okay.
If you guys know the history of Rokugan and the shrine, okay, I'll tell you guys later about it. There's a history of the shrine and the stones for the Nagas.
So then, okay. I
Okay,
assume
Zila,
by now.
you stood there. Wait.
My assumption is I will have given the others time to get into a more favorable position for an ambush.
Yeah. Even if Zila were to walk here to this stone, they will not even be noticing her. So if she was from here just now to here, but then again, 15 feet is only going to be here. So yeah, they have to be really distracted in order for Zila to be at this start of the stone.
Okay. So so I'm going to say. So I'm going to end with a kind of a big ta-da sort of pose, like sort of a finale.
You ended that with the finale, and then the big man is like saying, "Hey, what give? This what? Like short one? Come on! All right, boys. Since that the dance is done, okay, Kabuki. If you don't want to get hurt, if you don't want to get hurt, then give us your money now and all your belongings, and we'll let you live, and you can go back to your clan."
I was actually thinking for a little bit. It is a simple matter to teach the nature of kabuki dance theater. I was wondering if you would like to learn as well. Imagine what kind of living you could make off it.
All right, roll for persuasion, DC 15.
Can I use my
Ooh.
inspiration to get that nat 20?
You want to use your inspiration to get a net 20?
Already?
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
maybe perhaps. Okay, given that reaction, perhaps not. I will.
That's up to you if you want to, though. It's like, do you want to use
Like
your
the ultimate
inspiration?
thing, I'm just basically segueing into the code word here. That's all I'm attempting to do. I'm not actually all I'm doing is segueing into my code word for begin the ambush. But if it doesn't work, we'll see how this plays out.
Right. Okay, then you're done. You actually ask them to dance. The man was like saying, "No. Give me all your belongings now. Let you live." They're already being aggressive.
Ooh.
And they actually all got up and heading towards you, Doji.
Well, so we're going to perform that sort of dance then. Very well. And I'm going to pull a what weapon do I have again? I assume it's a dagger. Oh no, I have a wakizashi. I'll pull my wakizashi out of its scabbard and I will say, "Let's dance!"
Okay. All right. Now they are not surprised by you, Doji, but they are going to be surprised by Zila and Koronai. So meaning that Zila and Koronai act first before you.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Roll for initiative.
rolling initiative. Okay. Initiative here. 15. Nice.
All of us are 15. The only difference is like 17, 18, and 13. Like 15 point 13 and such. All of us are basically the same numbers. There's not much difference between us.
Funny how we all rolled the same number, so we have different What happens if we have the same dexterity modifiers?
The dex tiebreaker, it'll automatically be counted with the initiative itself. That's why you see. That's why you see like 15.18 for Zilla, or in my case, 15.17.
Yeah, I mean, what if two people roll the same number for initiative and have the same dexterity score?
Oh, you roll a d6 and you add those numbers. Like both of you would roll a d6, and like if he got a 4 and you got a 6, you just plus them into your initiative accordingly.
Okay.
And thus, you see who goes first.
All right.
Okay.
You guys have to make a loud noise during the fight in order for Asho and Gilgon to wake up from their sleep. Like what the hell's going on outside there,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Oh wait,
Because-
we're here?
Yeah, you didn't know? I was actually referencing
We're
it a
the
lot of
living
times.
rocks.
Yeah, you're inside the living rocks. Inside the rocks.
Oh, okay.
In lore, you guys are sleeping. In lore, and the shrine is actually built to actually say that you guys are the protectors. Now, okay,
Oh.
round one, though. Zila, you act first. They cannot act during round one.
Yeah, I'll go and attack the one that's kind of closest to like in the middle, like from the rock and on one of the spire, the bottom part of the shrine that got cut down. I'll attack him. I'll use my Bagazashi, my Neginata, and hit him.
That is 20, and
Yeah, that is a hit. That is an obvious hit. No way these bandits have more than that. Holy crap, he's
13.
dead.
13.
Okay, declare your action.
I'll have her go there, attack him, and go from the use the wakizashi, my Neginata, and hang it from the bottom part, and slash from where like in between his legs to his head.
But do you kill him or knock him out?
Because
Do you kill the bandits or knock them out?
I'll good thing. I'll knock him. I'll knock him out.
All right. Okay. If it's a knockout, that means let me remove this X and let me put this one instead. Okay. You actually wanted to swing your Naginata. Then suddenly your thought suddenly changed. You don't want to slice him completely, so you quickly turn for the blunt side of your Naginata. You use the blunt end of your Naginata and smash him on the neck. His neck twisted, and it was like, and he fell down, hard on the floor, and fall unconscious, knocking his head on the wood next to the shrine. The others actually turned their attention. At first, they were not looking at Doji, then they turned to look at you. and then said, samurai! He tricked us! Then they pointed at Doji. He tricked us! But now it's Kurunai's turn.
I do get sneak attack in terms of damage
Yeah, of
and
course.
such.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first turn, you always get sneak attack. Surprise round. Always get sneak attack.
Yep, I basically.
Only for you, though, sadly.
Yeah, I know. I basically move here and immediately attack this guy with my, let's see, highest damage. I'll attack him with my katana. Like, she basically,
Right.
like, immediately attacks, so advantage and... Okay, here we go. That's 23. And sneak attack damage is how much?
I don't know. I should be asking you this question. Why are you asking me?
I think it's an.
You are the.
I think it's an extra damage.
It should be. It should be in your character sheet.
Shinobi don't. They don't get the whole similar to rogue sneak attack. But I'm saying like sneak attack in general.
No. Then you don't get. I thought your character get an additional sneak attack, like just like a rope,
Okay. No.
So
no,
if
no.
not, it's 7.
Yeah.
Okay. You slice at him for 7 HP damage. Still okay. All right. That's then Doji. Okay, now it's actually Doji's turn.
But I thought that Karisa and Kurenai operated like got around before any of us because they didn't
The surprise round.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
a
let's go to round 2 first. Okay,
yeah,
round
exactly.
2 again. Now, Zila, your turn.
Then I'll go to this one and do the. I'll go attack him with the Naginata again. I'll attack him.
All right, that's a hit.
6.
6. Okay. 6 damage. Not down, but injured. Alright, now it's a new round, but because it's loud, okay, not yet. This round 3 only they do it. Okay, Krona, your turn.
Okay, she basically, when she attacked that guy, she make a like a loud scream at him when she attacks him. And that's a 22.
Oh, that's a hit. Nah, this down. Okay, how do you declare? Knockout or kill? But you have to declare your action.
Oh, definitely. She basically kind of like run at him yelling, "You'll pay for this," and then like does the whole flash step, and you just see his head like just rolls on the ground, like tick 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 tick, and like a whole fountain of blood. And she aims her blade at the other furry, saying, "You'll pay for what you did with with this shrine."
Right. Okay, terrified when I look at you. Okay, Doji, your turn.
Okay.
Kurunai killed this one. This one is unconscious. This
Okay.
one is injured.
I'm going to lively step up to the bandit leader, and I'll say, "I never said I was alone. You were the one who said that." And I'm going to.
How dare you trick us? How dare you?
Yeah, because they're all pointing to me saying, "You tricked us," and I'll simply say, "I never said I was alone." And I'm going to make a slash. I'm going to make a slash with my wakuzashi at the bandit leader's chest, because that seems to be the biggest area.
Alright. Okay, roll to hit.
Rolling to hit. Got it. Roll to wakuzashi. 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, and dealing 3 slashing. I would also like to use my strategic opening feature. So, until the start of my next turn, the next time someone other than me hits this bandit leader, they gain a +1 bonus to their damage roll.
Alright. Okay, anything? Okay, that's none, right? Okay.
And I'm not sure.
And then
I'm not sure if I can really use a bonus action though.
No, not yet, I guess.
Not yet.
Unless your character is built for it. Okay, this one took out his simple sword and slashes at you. Zilla, you have an armor class of 10. Hey, wait, why is your armor class 10 anyway? I thought your armor
No,
class supposed
duelists.
to be...
Duelists and duelists basically like monks. They get a armor class equal to 10 plus their dexterity modifier plus either their intelligence, wisdom, or charisma modifier.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because it should be more than 10. Because if it's 10, I will hit you on a 10.
Oh no, it's basically 10 plus his either wisdom or dexterity modifier.
So what's your total AC, Zilla?
10 plus dex plus 1 mental stat.
No, I'm asking the player.
Okay,
What
sorry.
is his total AC right now?
It's for that it's 10, but it shouldn't. All of it is.
What's your
Dex,
total?
it's a
What's your
four.
dex?
I have a +4. I have a 4 +4 in Dex. That's there, and then I pretty much have 4s in both Dex and Charisma.
That means it's 18 then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I was asking, why is your armor class? Okay. Alright.
yeah.
Okay, Zilla. When he took his sword and he swings at you, you saw the attack coming and you block it easily. Ding! These bandits are not trained to fight people like you. You easily block it. This one apparently runs away. Bye, boss. I'm too young for this.
Oh god. Wow.
Come back! Come
Dashing.
back here!
Wait. I want to measure this. He dashed. Oh yeah, dashed 60 feet. Yep, the guy is terrified. After seeing like one guy, his head gets chopped off. Yep. Dashing like there's no tomorrow. Okay.
This one, after being stabbed by Doji, he did the same thing. I don't want to die. But Doji, you get attack opportunity.
That's the bandit leader, actually.
Yeah, that's the bandit leader.
Yeah, the bandit leader. He basically runs away.
Okay, I'll get an attack of opportunity, and let's see. 14, does that hit?
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. Again, I'm just going to do a quick slash to the back. Nothing. Hopefully something that will not kill him, but
Wow.
still knock him out.
No. He still have 1 HP left, but he managed to run away. It's like the moment he turns, you slash at his back, and he was holding his back like, oh my, that hurts, but he runs. And then now round 3. Okay, round 3. Asho, Togashi, and Gilgon, roll for your wisdom saving throw, because this commotion is waking you up.
Nat 1.
Okay, now let me wake you up first. You are here,
Asho?
Asho.
Asho.
Ah. Oh, close to a nat 1. Damn.
Asho's still sleeping. Wake me up once it's all done.
No. Wake me up. Wake me up when it's September.
Wake me up when September ends.
Oh no.
Alright,
oh, no.
Gilgon, you got up from your rock, and then you open up your eyes to see what's going on. You see a bunch of people fighting another bunch of people. But when you look at the attire that's being worn by this other group of people, they're wearing the attire of the Dragon Clan. The people that, of course, you did not swore you're filthy to because you are from a different clan. But why is the Dragon Clan doing here? What year is it? You actually ask yourself. But they seem to be fighting a number of people that is actually wearing some sort of rags. But one thing you notice though, Gilgard, that the shrine that was put up here by the blacksmith hundreds of years ago, just to say thank you to you for protecting his children, is down. But you're not too sure whether the blacksmith is still around. To you, the blacksmith was like yesterday, but it's already been roughly about 900 years. To be exact, almost 1,000 years of you sleeping.
That's a long sleep.
Yep.
Nah, it's just a nap.
Okay, but roll for your initiative just in case, so that you can actually roll for persuasion later on. Okay, Asho need to wait for round 4 to wake up because the DC is 5 to wake up.
Yep.
All right,
Oh, shoot, I
Zila,
can't
your
see
turn.
where my character token is.
Yep. I'll attack him, with his. I'll go and do my attack with my Naginata, and while saying, I'll attack him while saying the,
Oh.
Where am I?
this is
6.
that this is for.
You have a net 1. Okay. When you have a net 1, you don't drop your weapon because you're a trained fighter. There is a rule for this though, but I'm not too sure when I want to bring that rule into the game. It's a rule that I used like years ago. Oh, you don't have to drag your token. Your character is up there actually.
I.
Gilgon is here. He's here. He's here. He's here.
Oh, okay, I'm in snake form.
Yeah.
There we go.
Your snake's more
I
because
was
you
trying to find
don't
my token.
because you don't know your human form yet. You haven't decided what form you want to take. Once it's permanent. Once you choose that form, it's permanent. Okay, Zila, you swing your Naginata, but the bandit, he was terrified. When you move your Naginata, he didn't move at all, but you slash at the rocks next to you because Naginata is a long weapon. You think you hit at the rocks, and the rocks echo, making a loud noise that wakes the Naga at the other end, and also waking up Asho. Okay, Asho, I'll let you roll for your willpower again, your wisdom saving throw again because of the natural one.
1.
And
Oh,
Okay, Asho wakes up this time because it was just too loud. Okay, Asho is here.
Yeah, Asho.
and
So wait,
Oh.
did we go to sleep at the same time? Did we know each other before we went to sleep?
Yeah, you guys know each other before you two went to sleep.
Okay.
when I swung my Naginata and missed, I was saying, I yell out to him, that person, to like saying, how dare you desecrate this sacred shrine, you prick.
Okay, Asho, because you got a natural 20, when you woke up, it was too loud. You see two people fighting a dragon clan samurai. Your first reaction is to protect her, and you can jump from here all the way here immediately and attack two of them. Roll for your initiative, but you get that strike. Whoa, Nat on the initiative. Okay. All right, who do you hit? Okay, this one is down. This is unconscious. So you attack this one. Yeah, there's no flanking bonus for the game, so no point. So just roll to it. But the moment you landed Asho, he turned to look at you. He screamed in fear. Yokai! Demon! He screams out. And then he just stood there. A 9 and a 9 on a dagger.
999.
Wow. I'm looking at the D20. 4 plus 3 plus 2. Okay. Alright. Okay. Asho, you've been sleeping for a very long time. You're still dazed though. But you're actually still in a sleeping mode. You jump out and you try to stab the man. You try to stab the bandit, but you
Yes,
surprise.
out of reflex, I just jump out of nowhere. It's like, yes.
But I want to tell Doji and Zila to roll for wisdom saving throw to be feared of you. But they don't have to because Doji is a bat and Zila is a fox. To them, a Naga is a Naga. So it's just that they haven't seen a Naga, for a very, very, very long time. But for Kuronai,
Mm-hmm.
roll for wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom.
You fail, you're frightened.
Oh god. Oh man.
Okay. You are frightened. You cannot go close to the source of your fear.
Oh, definitely, because I want this guy, the bandit who is running away. Is it my turn actually?
Yeah, it's your turn. You can actually,
Yeah.
kunai them.
Oh, definitely. Let me just make a movement first. That's 25. That is 30. And then I throw my kunai at the boss Honcho. I don't want to kill him. I want to interrogate him first. I will throw my shuriken at him. Okay, here is my shuriken.
You use the blunt end of your shuriken.
Mm-hmm. Oh god.
Okay, he's down.
Yep.
You don't even have to roll for damage.
Yeah,
He's down.
Yeah, exactly. I throw it at his heel as he basically run away like. And I basically yell at him, "You won't run away from me!"
And he's like holding his ankle. Like, ow, ow, ow! Why me? The gods, why me? But now it's Doji's turn. Okay, Doji, what do you want to do?
Okay. So now it's my turn. So the bandit leader is incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
The other bandit is running away, and there's one more here.
He's frightened. He's terrified. The moment he saw the Naga, he is frightened.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna have a bit of fun with this. I'm going to sneak up behind him, and I'm gonna do something because I think it's funny. I'm gonna sneak up behind him and then screech like a bat at the top of my voice. Not for any particular reason, just because it's funny. One thing you'll notice about Doji as the campaign goes on, he doesn't take things as seriously as he should.
And maybe there's a reason why the Crane clan actually let you go. You were never so serious when you were talking, like when you were dancing. Like they said.
I actually have done this in a campaign before. I have an event that I don't elaborate on because I want it to be a surprise, so I let the DM choose what it is instead.
But you frightened the man. He's going to run away, but it's not his turn yet. Hey, wait, it is his turn. Okay, he runs away though. He runs away, giving attack opportunity to Zila, to Asho, to even to you, Doji. But he only have 5 HP left. So he runs. No, he doesn't run that way. He actually runs this way. But before he runs, though,
Attack of opportunity from
roll for
Okay. I'm wondering if I can trip him up instead.
You can
Okay.
attack first.
I was gonna use my chains.
Okay, roll. Okay, who first? Who wants to roll first? Asho? Zila? Okay, let's give chance to Asho first. Asho, you roll to hit first with your chains. Is he about to run away? Okay, you trip him.
Oh, you just need to make a DC 15 strength check in order for him to get tripped or not on the chain sickle.
His strength?
Yeah.
What's the DC?
DC 15.
He fails. He falls on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, face first. On the dirt.
Yep. So now he's basically chained until he can break off the chain. In his case, never due to his fear.
He fell down, though, chained to his leg. He looks up at the Naga. No, don't eat me! Don't bring me to you! Don't eat me!
Don't put eggs in me.
Don't put...
Well,
Okay, this
all
one is down.
and- yeah. So he's pretty much, dealt with.
But the other bandit runs away.
Yep, while the boss telling him, "Help me, you fool!"
You help yourself, boss! Then he ran off.
Yep.
Alright. And... that's it.
Kurenai basically walks over to the bandit boss, turns him over on his back, and basically, put the katana to his face and telling him, "Who sent you? Why did you do this? Tell me."
Roll for intimidation with advantage.
Ooh, intimidation. Okay, here we are. Oh
What?
man.
Even with advantage?
Yeah, even with a 5 and a 5.
He said, I will
I don't know.
never
I think you should
talk.
take the 5. The 5 is much better than the 5.
Yeah.
I'll never talk to a woman like you. Pui, it says spits at your face. But then your action's done. Okay, now Zila, your turn. This one is chained. This one is unconscious. This one doesn't have a head.
Hmm. Ooh. Hmm. Which one to choose? Hmm. Yeah, I'll go. I'll have go over to the one that's chained.
Okay.
I'll have,
All right.
mm,
To Asho and Gilgon, later I'll go to your turn. Okay, but Zila, you go to the one that's chained. His leg is chained. He looks at you, Zila. The man is on the floor. He's terrified because he's looking at the Naga, not looking at you. And he said, please don't let him, please don't let it eat me.
and I'll go. Oh, I won't let him eat you. If you don't tell us who hired you, and if I don't like it, I will have him bite off your head.
Okay, Zila, you don't know whether this Naga is a him or a her, so you have to use the it word for now. I'll
And
let,
and
yeah.
let it bite your head.
Suddenly
Just
Zila turns
tell us.
suddenly Zila turns to this Naga and say, so what's your pronoun?
What's your pronoun, by the way?
It
Technically, it's they them. In every pronoun I go by is they them in any
yeah,
campaign.
or
They,
it. All right.
they,
Zila, roll for your intimidation with advantage. Okay. Not high enough, but not high enough to scare him. But he told you though. He doesn't reveal all the information because you failed on the DC. But it's enough to give for him to give you some certain information. He told you, Zila, we were we were told to come to the shrine and to push the shrine down. That's all I know. That's all. If you want to know more, ask the boss, but tell it not to eat me. I told you everything. But that's what you know, Zila. That they were paid to push the shrine down. But why? Okay, now Asho is your turn. You're still holding the chain though. His leg is still chained. He's unable to move. He doesn't want to move. He doesn't want to run away because of you. So Asho, you just woke up. You just woke up. You don't know what's going on. You turn. You see the Dragon Clan. You are part of the Dragon Clan. But that was a long time ago, though. You're thinking to yourself, is is the person, the Daimyo, that helped you a long time ago, is is Miromoto still around? The first, I'm talking about the first Miromoto here, okay? Before the son, Miromoto Hojatsu. So you're asking about what happened to the first Miromoto, the
No,
first
I'll be like,
champion.
where the hell is Mirumoto?
Then, all right, okay, Zila, you could answer this. Okay, Blaze, just to tell you, in terms of lore wise, you should ask him. Is he talking about your current daimyo Miromoto Sanza, or which Miromoto? You should, okay, Zila, to you, roleplay with Asho.
are you talking about the current uh, head of the dragon on World Clan, or the one from the past?
Yeah,
You
Asho,
know,
to
yeah.
you.
I
Asho,
mean,
to
I
you.
only
You
know
only know
one.
one Miromoto. That's all.
Yeah, I
The
only know one
first.
Mirumoto.
Yeah.
Who the hell's the other one?
They have two names now? That's to you. It's like, what the other one is called? But Zila, roll for your insight, DC 5. What the heck?
I would have said, like, did he change his name?
All right, to Zila. Zila, you are unsure. Which Miromoto is he referring to? There's so many Miromotos. But Asho is asking, where is Miromoto? Okay. Then after that, Doji, you heard the Naga said, Miromoto.
Okay.
Now Doji is to you. What do you want to do? You want to talk to the prisoner? You want to talk to the Nagas?
Okay. I'm going to attempt to. I'm going to say, Carissa, keep these prisoners occupied, and I'm going to say, by Miromoto, do you refer to what was the name of the Miromoto before
Mirumoto
Sansa?
Sanza, the current daimyo right now is Mirumoto Sanza, because right now there is no lore who is the daimyo, because the book didn't say who was the one that lived up to 1000 IC. So right now I created my own, which is Mirumoto Sanza, before the actual lore appears later on during the clan wars. So he's referring to Mirumoto. So roll for insight, Doji, DC 5.
Okay. Honestly, if I also get no, I
9. Okay,
Was it
lucky.
Miromoto and then Miromoto Sanza, or was there one in between the two?
Okay, yeah. The doji to you is which Miromoto? Is it Miromoto Sansa or the first Miromoto, the founder himself?
okay. Would you happen to be Mirumoto, the founder of the Dragon Clan, or Mirumoto Sanza, who now leads it?
Miromoto
What do you mean
clan.
founder?
The first one. The only thing to you is the first one, Asho. You can say to Doji that you're referring to the first one. Miromoto, the
I was
first,
like,
maybe.
as far as he knows, he just knows there's one and only one. He doesn't know that there is like
So
he's
many
founded.
Miromotos. There's so many Miromotos now to you.
I like the first one. The Mirumoto! Just Mirumoto!
Oh, I believe he's now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't the first Mirumoto been dead for like a couple of
Okay,
years now?
now if you're looking at the year, okay, is Miromoto was about 5 IC, the fifth imperial calendar when he first arrived. Okay. Now you're in like that was about 995 years ago.
And there's plenty Mirumotos across that history, so he could be referring to any one of them.
Okay. I'm going to make an assumption. Which Mirumoto in question are you referring to? Because there's quite a lot of them ever since the founding of the Dragon Clan. So, are you referring to, and then I will list every Mirumoto from the
Oh
first
my
to the
god.
current, and then and until the from Mirumoto the first until Mirumoto Sanza, just endlessly listing all of them. Not endlessly, but listing all of them and their most famed exploits.
Okay, if you listen to Doji right now, our show, like all the Miromoto and all the histories and all the different Miromotos, roll for your intelligence save because you're probably gonna get brain freeze. All right, you listen, you really listen. You're like,
I've been thinking between 21 and 21, which is better.
and you actually listen to Doji telling you the history. Okay, while this is going on, okay, Gilgon, your turn. You look around, you see your old friend, Asho Togashi, which actually pledged his allegiance to Miromoto a long time ago. But you pledge your allegiance to Kami Shinjo. And you join the Shinjo family clan. After that, that was a long time ago. You look around, you don't see any of the unicorn clan. This is not a unicorn land. And you joined, but the unicorn themselves, after their fall, you decided to actually pledge yourself even to the Miromoto, or to not the, to the Dragon Clan, but any of the Dragon Clan family. which could be Asagi or anything, or even still pledge yourself to Unicorn Clan, but maybe helping out the Dragon Clan later on. So I'm not too sure how is your story going to be now moving forward, because none of it is written. So now you need to wing your history at this very moment.
Yep, everything's unwritten.
I
But for
was
now,
gonna say it would be hilarious if your character somehow owed a favor to Esho, and the whole
Yep.
entire time in the group it's just a favor from Esho.
I could see
Just that
that.
your Naga clan is different though. Our show's
Mm.
scales is
So-
more light green. Yours is more light blue.
It is such a shame about my shrine. I love a good snack when I awaken. Perhaps you can tell me what happened here. And I'm gonna slither up to one of the people who is tied up or whatever.
I
One of
mean,
these
you
bad
go for the one
bandits.
that has the chain on him.
This one is unconscious though, so he's not moving. In order
Oh,
for him to be conscious, you need to wake him up by rolling a medicine check.
now I'll bother the guy who's just tied up.
All right. Okay, he's totally terrified of you the moment you slither towards him. Roll for your intimidation with advantage with a +2 bonus. All right.
24.
21. Okay, yeah. 20, yeah,
Oh,
24.
sorry,
24.
21. Because no, I did have advantage. You're right.
Advantage. 24, 24. Okay, that's higher than the actual DC. Correct. But he looks at you and he said, don't eat me. Don't put your eggs inside me. He said, but actually, slid towards him. He said, and then he can't talk. I'm rolling for his Constitution save right now.
Goes unconscious.
He's terrified to the point that he actually fell unconscious. And you
Well,
see, and then you see saliva drooling out from his mouth as his eyes wide open and he falls on the floor unconscious. That's it.
well, that. Well, that's unfortunate.
Okay, now you can't ask information about these two until they wake up. Okay, now going back to Kurunai again. Kurunai, you still have your blade on the boss's neck, holding him on the collar, and said, "Tell me, where is he?" Okay, you don't sound like Batman at this point, but like you sound like you like. Tell me,
Oh no
where
no! Oh no
is?
no no!
Who are you?
She
Kawaii.
basically, she basically like she tells
Okay,
him.
okay. Now, when you roleplay, right? Are you a yandere or a tsundere, Toad?
She's more like your average gasa,
A mixture of both.
Yeah, she's like gasa, like
Uh-huh.
a, it's let's just say she is a bit like psychotic in a sense, but she doesn't showcase that side. And she basically tells tell boss Hancho this. She's like, "There's a price to pay for insulting me, and your payment will be double. First you're insulting me, and then you spit on me." And she like sliced two of his fingers in a one quick motion and tells him, "I'll never stop slicing until you start talking. Who sent you? Why did you do this to the shrine? Who? Talk!
Yeah, like you did,
While
like
you have
your
enough
style
finger
of
flesh."
your style of shinobi into information gathering where you've been trained. You're like, ugh. But even though your clan doesn't teach you to treat people aggressively or even cut them open, but your style is completely different. The Dragon Clan don't teach aggressiveness because they teach peace. But peace is a lie to you. Only through violence will you get answers. Then roll for your intimidation with advantage or +2 bonus.
Okay, let's see. Advantage. That would
What?
be a 14.
What? Really? With advantage? Oh man, okay. Anyways, the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he was not scared of you because maybe because you look so cute. You know? It's like then the bandit is like looking at you because you roll below 15, and he
Mm-hmm.
looks at you, you look so you look so beautiful when you slice my fingers off. Do it more. Oh, I'm terrified of you. Yeah, but No, I'm not.
She's
Okay.
like basically, I'm seriously starting to run low on patience.
That's one weird
She
kink.
she basically sliced 3 fingers all at once. Like slice
Okay,
off
it's
the
not your turns yet.
yeah
It's
yeah
not your
yeah
turn
yeah yeah
yet.
yeah
Well,
yeah
wait, wait for that first. Keep those 3 fingers first, okay?
yeah okay
All right,
okay
don't slice
okay
them
okay
immediately.
okay.
Yeah, just level one and try off the others later until Zila comes over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Zila, the two prisoners are now unconscious. Apparently, the one that was chained up is fall unconscious because of the Naga. You look at the Nagas, and the only thing you can think of, okay, for Doji and Zila, roll for your insight and roll for history. Roll for insight, roll for history. Wait. Roll for history first. I want to see whether you pass history. History first, history first, history first. Okay, history 6. Okay, then no bonus. Okay, then 19. Okay, Zila, you look at the Nagas. The only thing now that could make things much easier is because you know yourself. You are a fox spirit. You took the human form so that people would trust you more. You need to tell the two Nagas to take on the form of humans so that people will trust them more and not be terrified of them. Okay, Zila, to you.
Yep. Uh, you know, I, I, I have the proposition to both of you to have your own human form, so they won't be as terrified with the both of you, and might just have a better chance of blending in.
Okay, who's gonna role play first? Aushad and Gilgon. Okay, Aushad first. You role play with Zila.
Um, it's like, that is a very good idea.
I mean, yes. And that's
That,
when you'd be most wise for both of you to be in human disguises.
It is such a shame that your people no longer respect the old ways.
We must do what we must do to pass on how to live. The,
I mean, things change over time.
yes, a lot has changed since you guys have been sealed away. So a lot
I
of
will
things
also
are
turn into my human form.
Okay.
quite
In
different.
order to change to your human form, just click on your character token and multi-sided.
Oh,
Yeah, you choose the form that you actually like, and then boom.
Remember, this isn't a you shift between the two. This is you passively appear to others as this form.
yeah.
Hmm. Yep.
And yet we're
Is there
still.
like
But in lore wise, right? Once they choose this form is permanent. The illusion you cannot change. You cannot just change from a male to a female after that. It's a form that they perceive as themselves forever, and it's stuck there.
can I turn it off to be more scary?
You can turn it off to go back to your original form, but when you go back to your human form, your human illusionary form, it's still the same
It'll be the
person. So,
same.
yeah, still the
It's like
person.
stuck to default. You can't change anything.
Hmm. Yes,
Not until I
stuck
take
like that.
another 100-year nap or whatever.
No, I think once you've picked it, you can't change it anyway.
Well, I
So
imagine it
you'd
would
be
have to
stuck in that
change
form.
when they wake up from their 100-year-long nap because of how times change.
Ah, yes.
Otherwise, my
It's
form
like
would look like my previous form, wouldn't it?
Hmm. Yeah, because when you actually like want to think about it, you're like, oh, okay, I want to look like this guy, and
now,
boom, you look like him, and that's it.
now I think about it, that's like hilarious because it's like shedding like the scales in a way. It's
Yeah.
shedding their different form.
Yeah, shedding their scales, and you go back to, then you sleep again and wake up. Okay, I'm a different guy now, and so on.
Like,
And that's
time
it.
to be female!
Yes, yeah, that's the thing. But it can be done that way. But after that, the Zila, you look at their more towards their human form, because the people of Rokugan, especially the human race of Rokugan, they are terrified of non-humans. And if any of the clans were to see any non-humans, they would be distrustful of even the current clan, or even distrustful of Miromoto's clan itself. Like, why are you working together with the non-humans? They might think about, and then it's gonna be cause a lot of rift between the other clans. But after all that, though, Doji is now to you. Do you see the two Nagas and change to their respect to their human form, just like how you could actually change to your form, to your current form right now. And you know for a fact again that people of Rokugan are terrified of non-humans. Okay, Doji, but the prisoner is unconscious. What do you want to do? You can still talk to the two Nagas and talk to them about where they're really from, and also you can also try to wake the prisoners up, or you could tie them up right now somewhere in the tree, or bring them as prisoners and head straight towards the village.
We know who it was that sent them here, right?
You do not know.
We do not.
Mm-hmm. Kurunai is still interrogating.
Interrogation to go over there.
Oh.
Obvi-
So as soon as we find out that information, that's all that I care about. I want to know who sent them to destroy the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Doji, to you.
When they awaken, which one of these is more valuable, and which is the one we can throw away?
Well, they did tell you the only one that knows more is the one that girl over there is interrogating.
Yes, the one that I knocked unconscious unintentionally.
No, um, the one that
Okay.
is very further away.
Oh. So we can kill both of these guys without question.
Yep.
I pull out my longsword and I stab one of them in the chest.
I want to see the other player's reaction first before you
Okay.
do that.
Before you do that, I am absolutely shocked. I don't really believe in that sort of murder for murder's sake sort of.
And
Maybe it's
normally Gilgon would not either.
okay.
Okay.
I want to.
Zilla and with Zilla, it pretty much kind of have like kind of like the thing of like oh, and but
Asho should be the most shocked by this.
Well, you haven't killed the prisoners yet because this is PvP, which is persuasion, deception, intimidation versus insight. So if you want to kill them, you have to role play this. Why they deserve to
Okay.
die. So now
Yeah.
it's Doji's turn. Doji is still role playing. So now Doji continue just now talking to you, because you're talking to Gilgon. So you're actually talking to him. Why you supposed to be murder to murder? So it need to be a persuasion versus his insight. If you pass, he fails, then he stops. Then you need to role play accordingly.
Okay, I'm going to say. I'm not sure if you've been up to date with things in the past, however long, but I thought. But from what I remember, the way of the Dragon Clan is peace, not violence. Surely we would get a lot more done with them if we had both of them to talk. After all, if one of them does not talk and the other one's dead, then what's the point?
Okay. Roll for your persuasion then versus Gilgon's insight.
A persuasion check. A 9. Right.
Insight. I keep trying to go down the side with mutants and masterminds, where all those skills are.
Okay. All right. You don't agree on. Okay, Gilgon, you don't agree on Doji's word for word. Because you are from a unicorn clan. Unicorn clans are they are aggressive, and usually they would actually kill their enemies and
I
move on,
think
and
the
they're masters of
unicorn
warfare.
is. I think unicorn is supposed to be kind of more peaceful, isn't it?
Nope, they're not.
No. Oh, okay.
They're not that peaceful, but they are aggressive. They are aggressive, they are practical, but they are nomadic. So you actually move along. So, but usually you would actually fight your enemies, and if they were to die in battle, they would die in battle. But you're masters of cavalry, but then again, your horse probably died a long time ago. But that's about it. But you just listen to him. But it doesn't mean that when Doji fails, you kill them outright. Because you still need, because Aosha still need to roleplay with you, and then Zila. Now Doji have failed, and then now it's Aosha's turn.
I
Aosha.
mean, the way that I'm thinking of it, because Asho has lived a while ago, so he's probably thinking. So he is a uh,
You are
priest kind
Dragon
of thing,
Clan. You are Dragon
but
Clan. You are more peaceful in
yeah, but I
nature.
was thinking the way that I'm thinking is that he's kind of religious in a way, but when it comes to war, it's different.
But this is not war.
Close enough.
This is just a simple minor skirmish where they were asked to push down a shrine. As part of the Dragon Clan, as part of Tagoshi, if you read
I'm
up on Tagoshi,
yeah.
it's like you don't kill your enemies because they deserve to die when they're down. What you're doing when you're killing them when you're down is dishonorable. And I'm actually looking at how you guys are doing things before I give you guys honor points, which are bonuses or penalties.
Well, I'm just gonna be uh. All I'm gonna say to uh what's the other
Gilgon. Sooner or later,
uh
when he meet the Daimyo is gonna be asking him, "What clan are you from? What's your family?" Gilgon is not a Japanese name, so Gilgon will need to change the name eventually.
um yeah, so
Oh,
Gil, I'll be like, Gil, I don't think that's the right way to go. We should at least talk them out. At least talk this out.
Okay,
this
roll for
man.
persuasion, Asho.
Yep,
This man
yep.
destroyed my shrine. He does not deserve to die with
More
honor.
like our shrine, our shrine, and your
Our
shrine.
shrine.
Uh,
I'm guessing insight for me again.
hmm Versus
12.
persuasion. Come on, Black Wolf. You should know where persuasion is right now.
no, I don't. Is it charisma one or is it wisdom?
It's a skill.
It
It's under P. Under persuasion. You just follow the
There's
skills
three
alphabetical.
ones that have.
Oh yeah, there is three. I think it's the one on the. Yeah, it's the one. It's the one at the bottom. There's perception, and then performance, and then
Okay,
persuasion.
so it's the one next to religion. Got
Persuasion. Yeah, too bad the character sheet can't be maximized
it.
for your end.
I'm not good at talking to people, apparently.
All right, okay.
Oh shit.
The last one is going to be Zila. Then. If Zila fails, right, then Gilgon, go ahead. You can murder them outright.
I think I'm in the wrong clan because I was gonna like agree with him.
Togashi, they are more peaceful. You are monks. You are serene. You are peace. You are always meditating. That's what. But now Zila, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna roleplay and tell Gilgon? Go ahead, kill them.
Uh, this, if you do kill him, uh, no, it's gonna be a very dishonor, even though he did just refer to your shrine. I get that, but it'd be far better to get these guys as prisoners to tell them where they, which person told them to push down your shrine, and have them face justice.
Right. Roll for persuasion versus insight. Zila, persuasion. All right.
Oh.
So I guess it's Zila that's actually say the right words. Okay. Right, Gilgon.
Why
Yeah, you need
should
to
they not
roleplay
face
accordingly.
justice at my sword?
Taking them as prisoners, then you agree. And tie them up.
I mean, the chained one is already tied up technically.
You need your weapon, you know. You just can tie them up at the rocks, like around these rocks, and that's it, and come back later on.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
I could
Zila.
just drag him around with me.
No, too heavy. And you guys need to go to the village after this. Which Kurunai or Doji or Zila need to role play because we're almost reaching very late right now for the others, so we have to end this very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Zila, what do? Do you tie them up?
Yes, I tied them up. Yes.
All right, with a simple rope.
I'm going to go over to see how the leader is doing. By this time, I'm going to assume that there's been quite a few fingers chopped off.
No, I haven't chopped up yet. Okay, Gilgon, actually, you put back your weapon.
I already chopped off like 2 fingers. There's 7 left. And you just like,
Okay.
as you basically come closer, you just hear her telling him that, you got 7 fingers left.
Roll for intimidation this time again with advantage with a +2 bonus. Come on, Kronai. You can do
It's
better. You're a
the
shinobi.
dice. It's the dice.
Your dice hates you.
There, you
See?
see? You see?
See, I told you.
You see?
Okay. I'm lowering the DC to 5, okay, because he's cutting away too many fingers.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
And you only cut two. You only cut two.
Yeah.
Two. The first one, then the second one.
Yeah.
So he's too afraid to lose his middle finger
Uh-huh.
because he looks at you. The moment you hold his middle finger, and then he looks at you terrifying and says, "No, not the middle finger. I need the middle finger to pick my nose."
Talk while I still have patience for you.
And then he said, "All right, fine. He was a merchant. He hired us to push the shrine down. We do not know why. We don't know why. But his name is Asai Tudekage, merchant."
I just like knock him unconscious, like punch him in
They
the
pop.
face.
You should take his middle finger anyways.
He just like put back
Take out his tongue instead.
She like put back her katana and she's like remove her like the face mask where it only showcased her eyes, and she's like, why did it have to come down to this? Could have just talked
Okay.
from the get-go. Saved me a whole lot of trouble.
All right. Do you tie him up to the rest of the prisoners?
Since he got unconscious, yeah, she just like stands over here and kicks the body.
I mean, I believe the others actually drag him up and tie him with the others, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Whoops. She's like stands over here and she's like
That was the most quickest transformation I've seen.
she's like, what happened to the other 2 monsters? Where did they go?
What monsters?
You mean
When you
the snake
turn-
people?
When you turn Kuronai, you notice there's 2 people. One young man and a slightly better looking man at the other end standing near the rocks looking at the prisoners.
Mm-hmm. She's like, what happened to the 2 snakes that they were here earlier?
A funny story about that. Turns out Naga can actually put on an appearance that makes them look more human. And they're going to use this to, I guess, fit in with the rest of society.
Let me roll actually history to see if she heard
I
about
was
Nagas.
gonna be like, what do you mean this? And then turn it to Naga.
Drop the illusion.
You drop the illusion, and Kuronai gonna have to roll for her wisdom to be frightened again. Like, oh, runs away.
What does my history of 11 tells me about the Nagas as a whole?
Common knowledge. It's not. It's common history knowledge, but you haven't. But you never seen a Naga up close for the first time, and this is your first time
Mm-hmm.
to see a Naga changing, and you see them actually appearing on the human form and back to the Naga form, and then coming to you slowly, slithering towards you. Roll for your wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I just so like guilted. I was like, oh my god.
She just like, very careful, and she's like, "Please just keep your distance away from me. I'm not familiar with your kind."
Yeah, but you're not frightened though. But they change back to their human form.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just like looking at them changing back and forth, back and forth. But they actually in black and white rule, they're not supposed. They can't do this every single time. All right. But okay. But Kuruna, you look at Doji. Okay, he tied the prisoners to the tree. They would be able to survive with the rains coming from the mountain, so they don't need food for a time being. As long as you don't leave them for months, it should be alright. But you need to actually head straight towards the village and ask the villagers if they know anybody by the name of Asai Tsunikage.
Asai, a merchant hired them. His name is Asai.
Tongue twist.
Yeah, Asai Tsurikage is the merchant that hired them to do
Tsunade
this.
the Hokage?
Yeah, you're giving me ideas, but let's not come to that yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to go to the village, and also we need to drag these three to the village so they can be at least be put into jail. We can't leave them here.
Villagers don't have jails. That's the thing.
Yeah, but they can at least tie them up in like in a stable or something.
They can. They can. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just want a
Right.
place where it has four
You have to
walls
wait
and
for
a door. Yeah.
You have to wait until they wake up. Then you have to tie them up and lead them to the village.
Mm-hmm. So we know there's a merchant that hired them to destroy the shrine, but the gang leader says he doesn't know why. Except he paid him a huge amount of money to do so.
These are not the dealings of an honorable person at all.
Okay.
We need
Alright.
to speak with this Tsukenagi-san and find out what exactly is going on.
And what problem they would have with my shrine.
Our shrine, you idiot.
Anywho,
Yes,
Hey.
our shrine.
anywho, Zila,
Is there no bickering?
wake up the three idiots and let's just go.
Okay.
One time where
Gilgon goes and
Oh.
cleans off the part of the shrine that has his name, but not the part of the shrine that has Asho's name on it.
And all go.
And
Like
what was
slap-
that girl?
Pretty much slap those rest slap in the way.
along the way, basically, like you see Corda like go behind the tree and like come back wearing her courtier clothing and whatnot.
Yes, the one that you just open up and you jump out with your
Yep.
shinobi garb. But okay, but after you look back, Gilgon and Osha, you look at your fallen shrine, you look at the forest, brings back memories, but you do not know what happened to the other Nagas. Are the other Nagas still around? Are they all dead? That is, you're unsure. But as you followed Kurunai, the female shinobi, and the female samurai, Zila, and also the courtier Kabuki, Doji, it took you roughly about half a day to arrive at the village. Deep down the mountains itself, facing the river, and the mountains behind their back. And as you arrive, a young boy saw you all coming, and then he said, Hey, the samurais are here! They're here! As you arrive at the place. And the young boy was like really happy and really happy. Okay. You guys need to choose. Let me choose this one. Otherwise, the little boy gonna be very scared.
No, he's
Okay, so just so everybody knows, my headcanon is that I owe Asho a life debt. The first time we met, Asho saved my life and I owe him a life debt, so I started following him around. But
Right.
my character is so reckless, Asho kept saving my life, so at this point I owe him like 9 life debts.
All right, but the prisoners are behind you, though. It's like Kurunai. You're looking at the prisoners. The prisoners with their hands tied, and they're looking around. Like, and one of the boss, the one of the leaders said, "Oh no, not this village again. Miss, can we not come to the village?" The boss actually asked you. I think they don't like us so much because we keep on asking them for food.
I just simply yank like the rope, saying, "Get a move on. Whatever you did in life, now you're gonna get punished for it here."
And then after that, they just like nod their head. But the young boy is like looking at you all and start screaming, "Grandmother, grandmother, they're here, grandmother!" And the grandmother's like walking. Finally, they're here. The daimyo listen to us. But young boy, we can't let them continue and cross the bridge. And the young boy then looked at the grandmother and said, "Why, grandmother? Because look at the time. It's late for them. They have to wait for the next coming episode next week." Aww.
We
The boy
don't give
said,
it munchie.
but why do I have to be continued, grandmother? Well, it's to be continued. See you all next week.